Hello, and welcome back to Educator.com and World History. Today, we're still working on Period 4, which is 1450 to 1750. And today, state consolidation and imperial expansion. So, one of the ways in which these governments that we're going to be studying legitimate themselves and consolidate power is by using art to display power. And you say, how do you do that? Well, I think you can look right here. This is the palace at Versailles in France, out of Paris. It was built by Louis the 14th. And can you imagine you're driving somebody home and you just met them and, oh, turn right here, and then you pull up in front of this place. Oh, this is where I live. How would you, wouldn't you be totally taken away? Oh, wow, you live here? Well, that's the same kind of thing that Louis the 14th was trying to do. Wow, you live here? You must be a great person. And then he made all of his nobles come and spend time there and to wine and dine them and to keep them out of trouble. So it was an excellent way for him to show power and to have power. Religion is also a way to keep your power and to exercise it. What role do you think religion plays in maintaining power? Can you think of any religion being used by the powerful to keep their power? Well, I hope you thought of some, but let's take a look at some of these that exist in this section of our what we're learning about. Okay, so we have the Son of Heaven and the mandate of heaven being supported by Neo-Confucianism, right? So that there's this notion that heaven meaning something akin to God. So the Son of God being the ruler and therefore being at least semi-divine, important, blessed by God to do this job. And then the mandate of heaven is, I've given you the job, do it. Now, the other side of the picture, of course, is that if things aren't going well, perhaps you've lost the mandate of heaven. Well, this happened. Remember, we were talking about the Qing. The Ming seemed to have lost the mandate of heaven. Everything was falling apart. And the Qing came in and established their rule. Now, how are they going to, being foreigners, how are they going to do that and make it work? Well, one of the ways they did that was to adopt Confucianism. They weren't originally Confucian, but they come in and they take over, they adopt Confucianism, and they carry out the Confucian rites that the emperor is supposed to carry out. And therefore, they look very legitimate. Okay, and they can rule over the Chinese people. This is Kangji, the ruler of the Qing who ruled the longest, 1661 to 1722. And so that's right in our time period. And you can see by the way he is dressed and the way he is presented to us, he looks like a Chinese emperor should look. and he's got the Confucian stuff going for him. All right? So that's one way to use religion to legitimize